Hello, pocket knife community, knife lovers, knife enthusiasts, interested viewers. Folder here. AZUSA, AZUSA, AZUSA Blitzkrieg, Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg is a term used in the German warfare. It means lightning war, quick war, where the Germans used in World War II tanks and air power and sea power in a very fast, overwhelming attack. Basically, just an ever-changing landscape so that their opponents couldn't keep up. Yeah, so that's where the term Blitzkrieg actually comes from, and that's what we're talking about today. The Blitzkrieg AZUSA. No, wait. Yes, AZUSA Blitzkrieg. I'm sorry. From AZUSA Blade Works, which, we see the lineage here of Nigaron all over it. I mean, oh my goodness. Don't let me go out pull out my the rest of my Nigaron knives. But anyway, yeah, so this is a nice one. This is a nice one. I pre-ordered this, and at the time I wasn't even sure how big it was. When it came, it's actually smaller than I thought it was, which actually is a pleasure. I'm actually glad this knife is sub 8 inches. So, yeah, man. The Blitzkrieg. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. The Blitzkrieg is about 7.5 inches. It's right in that 7.5 inch mark. So it's in the medium size range. And this is what it looks like next to a PM2. How it looks next to the Spyderco PM2. So yeah, this is a lot, and I'm not going to do any more comparisons. We'll leave it at that. This is a smaller knife than the PM2 in stature. As you can see, the handle's smaller. The blades are very similar, but the PM2 is a little longer. You got little over 3 here, right? And the Blitzkrieg's cutting surface is 3 inches. The blade overall is like 3.25. So I'm not even going off any websites or anything. I'm going strictly off observation with this one. All right, let's just do this off observation. And let's talk about it really quick. This is a nice knife. I really like this knife. This is gonna be one of my favorites actually. Yeah, because it's really nice. Let's talk about the blades. Got a drop point blade with a top swedge that runs 3/4 length of the blade. So it's a big swedge, man. It really goes that whole distance. Down here you got a saber grind, flat grind, basically flat grind belly, and the flats. It's got a very large flats area on the blade with a very nice deployment hole. I mean, really, really nice. Reverse flick is exceptionally satisfying with this one. It's got a flipper tab, and it's just a nice, the overall geometry of the knife is just very good for reverse flicks. Very good, because it's got a very curved handle. So that curved handle that curves around so your thumb can really lock the handle, and then you can get that reverse flick going there is really nice. So, and it feels really good, and you can fire it out really fast. As opposed to the Warnatech, which is actually also a knife that you can fire out very fast, but it doesn't have that curved handle. But the deployment hole is amazing. So that's what they share in common. Moving back here, I'm gonna tell you right now, the front finger choil is absolutely generous, chamfered, comfortable, just really, really, really nice. Really like it. Very good. And when you choke up, it definitely leaves a lot of room on the bottom there. Very nice front choil. But I'll tell you, it has a little bit of a harpoon shape to the blade. But I'm going to tell you right now, the um, the best part about this blade is this harpoon area. All the stuff I just mentioned about the blade are all positives, not one negative. But with all those positive attributes, the best part is this harpooned section with this jimping. Absolutely exceptional. The jimping is perfect. I mean, Spyderco jimping, definitely Spyderco like jimping, and that ramp is perfect on this knife. Absolutely perfect. It reminds me of one of my favorite knives, the Manix 2. Very, very Manix 2 like. If you just look at the jimping on the ramp, it's actually better than the Manix 2 because this little dip here is even more pronounced. But right there, and it's very, very, very similar in the way you plant your thumb with the saber grip. Okay, really, really like that. So yeah, and then it's got this flipper tab, and I'm gonna tell you, well, I'm not gonna get into any negatives yet. Let's just keep going. So yeah, so that's everything with that. We move down to the handle, and man, do I love this. I love the handle. I love the milling. Milling is exceptional. The milling on the back of this knife is just really, really well detailed. You can see the chamfered knockdown edges. Yeah, so these at the edge, the chamfered knockdown edge inside the handle and the spine of the handle is just absolutely beautiful. Like, it's just a small little detail that they didn't have to do, but they did, and it coincides with, watch where the flipper tab comes through, right there. Right there. So it sort of highlights the area where the flipper tab comes through. And then on the back edge is this whole knocked off corner. Like this, it's just in this one section of the knife. Does it do anything for the ergos? No. Does it do anything for the function of the knife? No. It's just a styling detail that I think is absolutely exceptional. And it just shows where these guys are with knife making. The backspace is amazing, and yeah. But back to the handle up here. I don't want to go too far down, but I absolutely love this carbon fiber around the main pivot. It separates the main pivot and the flipper tab. Love it. I mean, you know, in from an aesthetic standpoint, it's just gorgeous. I really love the way they did that. But even from a functional standpoint, it really helps in the fidget factor of the knife. When you deploy the blade and then retract it, it is literally that pinch point. It is the pinch point when you're letting that blade drop down. It's that, so you're not even holding the titanium when you're just kind of sort of like, you know, going through this knife. So if you're sitting here enjoying the fidget factor, you know, the carbon fiber is that pinch point. Love it. You know, really, really nice. I don't know if that was a second thought. I don't know if it was, I don't know if the motive behind it was aesthetics or from a functional standpoint. Either way, it's fantastic. I believe that these are T8s all the way around. They look kind of big. And they probably are. I think they are. Yup, T8s in the body, T8 main, T8 in the pocket clip, which is fantastic, and by the way. And that's a T6 in the lock bar insert slash overstop, over travel stop. The steel is M390. I don't know what the heat treat is. This is a nice knife. This is really, really, really well made. Very well made. Pocket clip is excellent, and just like the other Nigaron knives, you know, the Mero, and the Arma, just like those two. Matter of fact, let me just go grab those two real quick so you can see the family lineage. Yeah, you know, here's Mero. Okay, I mean, can you see the family lineage? The armor. I mean, really? Holy crap. You know, this massive chunk of object. But yeah, you see that the lock bar tuning has the same three lines, and it's very smooth. I mean, it does have a couple of little bit, you know. I complained about this knife at one time, and it's the sharpest of the three. So, but yeah, and like I said before, it doesn't interfere with anything. It looks like it might, and it definitely, pocket clip is excellent, by the way. Yeah, it looks like it might interfere, maybe, depending on what type of pants. Like if you're wearing dress pants or something, and you have this on, and those dress pants have like a polyester in it, then, you know, maybe, yeah, it could interfere with it. So, yeah, but this is nice. This is nice. I really, really, really like this knife a lot. I'm going to carry this knife a lot. It's the perfect size. Very good size. You know, not too big, not too small. Well made. It's got a captured main pivot, so you only unscrew one side, you know, which is something that, like I said, I think knives that don't have that today, I'm chalking that up as a negative. So anyway, yeah, really nice. So that's yeah, this is fun. Yeah, this is definitely fun. The family lineage is definitely there. So, all right, we got the AZUSA Blade Works Blitzkrieg.